Hello and welcome, Force players, to a 4v4 match today, brought by Cronkhinator, who is currently on Team 1 with Salzwerk, which makes sense because we have the Salzwerk texture mod, which turns most of anything that can be turned into salt, or salt in German, I guess. And so we will have Seep on Team 1 versus Shakana on Team 2. I don't think I know any player on Team 2 right now, and Observe Tools doesn't really let me know any of the team player names, and I don't know any of the other two players in Team 1. But according to Cronkhinator, this 4v4 will swiftly turn into a 1v4, and I'm interested to see about that. So we have currently 4 workshops from Team 1 and a couple turbines for each player, and that makes sense. They will probably go for mass swarms and warheads, while Team 2 will most likely go for 20 mils and fire beams to capitalize on the Shakano active. Right now we have 2 armories, which is perfect for anti-air defense. They will need it, and 2 workshop players who will most likely, well, I don't know, actually. I don't know, okay. 1 munitions plant. This player is doing some wonky stuff, and, yeah, probably Forcewing? Or just very greedy on their foundation nodes, which makes sense. Okay, okay, yes. That is a lot of swarms. And third mine anyway. It's not defended, so it could be sniped and dealing great eco damage. But we have counter snipers in Team 1, so it's probably not the best of ideas. This player should connect, right, perfect. So 10 swarms incoming from Team 1, right off the bat. Let's put the timer, I'm pretty sure we will need that, because I think I saw it's quite a long replay. So it should be interesting. Some anti-air being built from the top player right here, and the core swing has happened from mid-top, and it's not the great of defense, and it's quite a large core swing. He brought all the structure he could in the meantime. Okay, with Seep's passive we have silent, no, that's normal. We have invisible laser sights. But most importantly, since a recent update, the Team 2 players cannot hear the target's painted sound, which makes swarms even more frightening. So they will have to rely on automatic AA or a lot of scouting to make sure they aren't in great danger. And we do have a couple, or a bit more flak, which is a good thing. They will need all the AA they cannot bear. But yeah, the flag will make short work of any of those swarms. And any sacrificial bracing will do the rest. They will need additional weapons, though we only have 1 factory here, 1 hidden factory here, and a munitions plant. So we don't have much going on from bottom mid player. Hopefully he'll catch up and build some actual weapons. Shakano's active is currently already charged up, but it can't be used right now, since there aren't any meaningful weapons on Team 2 right now. Okay, some bracing falling off and some sandbags exploding. We have 2 nukes, which will be up sooner or later from Team 1. And so that's when the real deal will happen. Hopefully Team 2 will use some manual shooting flak to defend against those. Because currently, with the sheer amount of swarms, some are still getting through. It's mostly defended, but when they are chain fired, it can go through, do some mild damage. Looks like mid-bottom player on Team 1 has built some miniguns, which will help against the anti-air. because the counter sniping isn't really doing much right now. Also, it will help against the sandbags, which is the main source of defense from Team 2 right now. Well, there are some duels, but okay. First nuke being launched, and okay, perfect. It's been perfectly defended, even with Sib's passive, nesting some swarms inside nukes. And Sib's active is being used, so fast worms, and not much damage being dealt. Just one flak, I think that was a flak, or maybe not, being destroyed. No, that was a gunner, I think. Okay. So not much from this Seep active. And that's a good thing for Team 2, they will really need to defend properly. Okay, that's perfect. We have 2 additional nukes, which will come out in about a minute and a half. And what's... why? Why? Why is Phoenix? Why did you build reverse sniper? Oh! Shock's active being used to shoot a cannon instead of this 20mm, dealing great eco damage to the top player, who now has only 1 turban left, which will set him back for quite a few minutes. He did build some gunners, which will destroy some of AA. We seek some floating of energy from Team 1, which shouldn't be happening. No! What even happened? Oh, this turret was blinking. Oh no. What's happened for him to actually collapse? The door, and yes, that's... no! That's a double kill right from that. Okay, hopefully there wasn't anything in that structure. Oh no, that's very bad. And Shotgun is active, getting through, destroying some wood spam, but not quite piercing enough. This player does have an AP sniper, which will be insane against anti-air. And yeah, Team 2 is starting to build some double doors to defend against that. Looks like the top player... I think this is Kronk and this is Salt, yes. The 2 better players. Hopefully still alive. I would guess... no, I won't actually try to guess anything. I'm just gonna wait and see. Salzwerk, he's gonna have some trouble actually shooting all those weapons. He doesn't have the energy right now. Yeah. Oh, he's being disconnected from the shotgun active. And cannon shot doing absolutely no damage. Maybe some eco damage. He's still running on 4 mines, which is normally enough to deal with the cannon shot. Hopefully for him. Sib's active is being used. And those 2 nukes should be quite... oh no, they were defended. The sheer amount of flak from Team 2 was enough to defend. Oh, the fire beam harassment, doing some damage to those swarms, and the mine, obviously. Team 2 is really adding some weaponry constantly, and I don't see how Team 1 will be able to survive if they don't land some good shots. I'm not sure which of those 2 players will die first, because I know for a fact that it's gonna be a 1v4 eventually. Ah, those flags. But they all fired, and maybe those 2 nukes will land. Yes! Dealing great damage to this player and actually killing him. Great, great. That was great team play. All the flak landed on the first nuke, and the 2 nukes from Kronk actually landed. Great synchronization. He actually now has 3 warheads and 2 swarm missiles. Salzwerk selling some swarm silos to actually get some resources in and maybe do some extra defense. Yes, getting back his eco, which was most likely... ooh, most likely destroyed by those 20 mils turning into cannons. Kronk being sliced through by this laser shot, but not falling off because of his extra stability tech. Shock and active, disabling all the turbines, all but one turbine. Oh, I think that was a cannon shot, yes. Yeah, it's being really rough for Team 1 right now. But those nukes, no, they are defended on the third one as well. It's not even dealing any damage to the anti-air. This is how well defended the Team 2 is right now. I mean, Shockna is quite a good counter to Seep with the turbine disabling ability. Because Seep really needs the energy to shoot the warheads. 4,000 energy per warhead is quite the cost. Salzwerk doesn't even build extra batteries to be able to shoot all of his weapons at once. Oh, no! What happened there? I'm pretty sure those two cannons killed him from an angled shot, but... Oh, he built some batteries and probably the cannon shot might have killed him. No! The 20 mil shot actually destroying the battery ended him. Oh, but the double nuke shot destroying this mid player. So it's now a battle between Kronk and those two players, which clearly know what they're doing. I mean, they survived this long, and this player has done some good shots with his 20 mils. And I'm pretty sure these doors don't have the angle to shoot down Kronk. I could be wrong, and I will see soon. No, they don't have the angle. Yeah, no, that's pointless. He will now need to rearrange those doors. But this firing player is doing some great work at destroying Kronk's turbines, and no, that was an AP sniper. No, you shouldn't do that. You're shooting yourself with the deviation. Using the flag offensively, that's idea. Kronk will now be able to shoot most of his weapons, but not at once. He doesn't have the energy for that. And it will go through, but not doing much damage. The top player's sacrificial bracing is really doing the heavy lifting for him. And the flag have the time to reload, cancelling those nukes. Kronk will need some different position snipers to be able to deal with those flag. Most likely a sniper right here would be able to at least destroy this flag and maybe this one as well. And I think he's might be thinking about doing that precisely. And nope, not quite the door snipe here. The shock and active. Okay, he has recalibrated his doors and is now pummeled by two 20 mils turned into cannons by the shock and active. And no, the firebeam actually getting some 20 shots, making them burn away. That's quite an epic match. Cronkhinator is still holding on and baiting the flak with his swarms, which are doing some good core damage, 57%. And oh, that's a perfect hit, right in the middle. It's now down to 1v1. Who would have thought? Kronk with the insane comeback from all the nukes he has gathered so far. He could be getting all those swarms and here the nukes to help him, but he doesn't have the energy production and he doesn't have the storage either. He is building some extra batteries, but those can be shot by the single cannon shot from Shakana and might be what's gonna happen now. No, a bit too low. This player is always having trouble to actually shoot the second 20 on time. The shock active is quite short, actually. I like how there's a bit of structure here with open doors. Kronk does now have the energy to actually fire everything at once, which he will, and there is no way to stop it. 1, 2, and 3. It's not enough to actually collapse this player, but it's quite heavy, and he does have the metal to repair it all, but with only 5 mines, he won't be able to sustain those repairs, and he will eventually go down. Because Kronk does have the energy production to shoot, not as soon as it reloads, but I would say about every 2 reloads. Oh no, that's a perfect shot! And second cannon shot, actually destroying the sniper and sandbag. Kronk is not in the greatest of positions right now. He doesn't quite have the energy to do everything he wants. He does have some stray turbines here and there, but it's not quite enough to shoot often. But this player really needs to have some defense, some anti-air. Because now, Kronk has shot everything he had, and he actually selected some better spots, mainly the weapons, destroying both of his weapons and dealing some damage, yeah, only 1%. This player is now, well, defenseless, that's to say. He can't even attack the turbines, he can only use the active to shut them down for a bit. With this amount of turbine up, I'm pretty sure Kronk would still keep 1 turbine up with the active. But now it's only a matter of time before Kronk actually gets enough weaponry, mostly energy, to actually kill off this player. He's getting some buzzsaws, which is the best play he could have done. He'll just chop off this bit of wood before shooting the weapons. Well, he's first shooting 1 salvo, because why not? He can, after all. He knows this player doesn't have any weapons left. Some actually meaningful core damage now, and he's out of resources. He has 0 eco left, and he's trying painfully to rebuild. And he's actually getting a weapon up. There's still some time on the replay. I'm pretty sure Kronk is gonna win this one. And he really did a good feat here, pulling off the comeback. Let's see if he is able to aim his buzzsaws right. He does need this extra battery to fire everything. Buzzsaws actually cost a lot to fire. But this player is now, it's Peel. Yes, he does keep 1 turbine. And it's shot down by this cannon shot. Kronk still does have the energy with his batteries and should be able to shoot everything right now, including the buzzsaws. Which means this player should be done for. 77% core HP. And no, he misses the shots, both of them. He might be able to survive. 37% core health. That's really bad for this player. And he does have enough metal to actually repair everything. So he will survive for the next minute or so. Because Kronk will need this extra minute to actually have enough energy to fire everything again. Hopefully he now has the buzzsaw trajectory in his mind and should be able to finish off this player once and for all. Epic match. He now has his stray sniper, but there is no AA on these players' side. And Kronk now has the energy to fire everything. Let's go! That's some good shots. And penetrating through, collapsing, and GG. Magnificent master play by Kronk, suiciding himself for the show. Congrats. GG.